In recent times, we have witnessed the release of the new model year of one legendary pickup truck in the U.S. market. We are talking here about the Chevrolet Silverado. This new truck has brought many refinements over its predecessor. But one question is kept asked, and that is whether or not the all-new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado is a worthy adversary to the Ford F-150. So if you want to find the answer, stay with us while we learn how the all-new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado shocks the entire auto industry. Platform and configurations. Now let's start with the core of this truck, which in this case is the platform and the available configurations for the 2025 model year. The 2025 model is still a fourth-generation Silverado. So, what does this mean? Well, this means that this model will keep the same ladder frame as the previous model year and the year before. This is the GMT T1XX platform that is shared with the GMC Sierra, Chevy Tahoe, and other full-size truck-based GM products. What is worth noting is the fact that this platform is extremely good and future-proof. This means that you have the best experience possible in 2025, although the platform is a bit old. This also means that you have the most modern crash structure in the front and rear. In addition to this, there are also plenty of safety features that you can get as standard. These include ABS, traction control, airbags, collision warning, automated emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, and lane keep assist. When it comes to the configurations available, this model will keep the same offering: 3 cabs in total, regular, double cab, and crew cab. For those who are unfamiliar, the regular is a 2-door cab, the double cab is an extended regular cab, and the crew cab is a full-size 4-door cab. We recommend going for the crew cab if you plan to accommodate more passengers. When it comes to bed sizes, you also have 3 options available: a 5'8" 6'6", and 8-foot bed. The longest, 8-foot bed, is only available with the regular and double cab, while the smaller, 5'8" and 6'6", are available with all cab types. Overall, the 2025 Chevrolet Silverado has plenty to offer when it comes to the configurations and overall safety aspect. Engine lineup. Now let's cover another important aspect, which is the engine lineup. A vehicle has to deliver some excellent engine lineup in order to be considered as a good purchase. What we really love about Chevrolet is the fact that this brand is sticking to the good old V8 engine design. Competitors like Ford have completely replaced the V8 for turbocharged V6 engines, but this is not the case with the Chevrolet Silverado. The entry-level engine in the Silverado lineup is a modern 2.7-liter inline-4 turbo. Many of you would think that this engine is tiny, which is actually the case, but this engine is built like a tank. It implements many features used in diesel engines, and it is extremely tough and durable. Not a real competitor to the V8 engines, but it makes a good entry-level engine. When it comes to power numbers, this engine produces up to 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. This is plenty of performance. The second engine, and the one recommended by us, is the 5.3-liter V8 Ecotec 3. This engine is a good old pushrod design. Based on the LS series, the 5.3 is one of the most durable engines in the market. This engine makes up to 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. Then you have the larger 6.2-liter V8. This engine shares a similar design with the 5.3, but with a larger displacement. This allows it to gain more power, specifically up to 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. We recommend this engine to those who need a proper towing machine. And last but not least is the 3.0-liter Duramax diesel. This is an inline-6 turbo diesel engine that produces up to 277 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. This engine is excellent when it comes to fuel economy and towing. This is why we recommend it to anyone who needs to tow heavy loads with their truck. When it comes to transmissions, you have 2 options: 8-speed and 10-speed automatics. We recommend the 10-speed because this transmission will seriously improve your fuel economy and shift really smoothly. Overall, the engine offerings in the Silverado are very diverse. This model has something for everyone out there. Fuel economy. Now let's cover another really important aspect of the Chevrolet Silverado, and that is the fuel economy that this model delivers. These days, fuel economy is very important because gas prices are breaking new records. So buyers want to get a vehicle that returns good gas mileage. Easily, the best model when it comes to fuel economy is the 3.0-liter Duramax diesel. This model will return up to 26 miles per gallon combined, making it one of the most efficient full-size pickup trucks on the market right now. Then, you have the 2.7-liter turbo engine. This engine will return up to 19 miles per gallon combined. The 5.3 V8 will return up to 18 miles per gallon combined. And the worst performer is definitely the 6.2-liter V8. This engine will return up to 15 miles per gallon combined. These numbers that we noted are for the rear-wheel drive models. If you opt for a four-wheel drive model, your fuel economy will drop by 1 or 2 miles per gallon. In addition to this, off-road packages with larger wheels and tires will also take a toll on the fuel economy. This is easily one of the ways to ruin the fuel economy of a pickup truck. So if you plan to do these mods, you should definitely be aware of these upgrades and their drawbacks. Towing and payload capacity. Towing and payload are another highly important area to cover when it comes to these full-size trucks. This is the case because buyers purchase these trucks because of their truck performance. They want to get a very capable pickup truck for their hard-earned dollar. So what can you expect from the 2025 Silverado? Well, the base 2.7-liter engine is easily the worst in terms of towing, but the best in terms of payload. This engine can tow up to 9,500 pounds, while it can take a payload of 2,260 pounds. This is why, if you need a truck for payload, we recommend going for this engine. It is easily the best in the whole lineup. When it comes to the 5.3-liter, this engine can tow a max of 11,300 pounds and take a payload of 2,180 pounds. The 6.2-liter is the most capable. This engine can tow up to 13,300 pounds and take a payload of 1,980 pounds. While the 3.0 Duramax diesel engine performs similarly well, achieving up to 13,300 pounds and taking a payload of 1,970 pounds. Our pick when it comes to towing is a 3.0-liter Duramax diesel. This engine is efficient and capable. If you need a truck for payload, we recommend the 2.7-liter turbo engine. Exterior and interior design. Now let's cover another important area when it comes to buying a new pickup truck, and that is the exterior and interior design. A truck has to look really nice in order for buyers to consider it. For the 2025 model year, there are no major changes when it comes to the Chevrolet Silverado. This model, as we noted, is a fourth-generation model and keeps the same proportions and design both for the interior and exterior. We strongly expected a bit more, but unfortunately, there are no major changes for this model year. The biggest change when it comes to the Silverado is the addition of two new colors for 2025. These include Cypress Gray and Riptide Blue Metallic. Both of these colors look rather nice. When it comes to trim levels, things are also expected to stay pretty much the same. You have the Work Truck, Custom, LT, RST, Custom Trail Boss, LTZ, LT, Trail Boss, High Country, and ZR2. All of these trims carry something special. Our personal favorite is the LT. This trim level brings many features at a solid price point. It is easily one of the best deals that you can get. So, it is a no-brainer to recommend it. For those who want to get something off-roady, we recommend choosing the Trail Boss. This trim comes exclusively with four-wheel drive and plenty of off-road features. If you want to spend a lot on an off-road model, we really recommend the ZR2. This model costs a lot of money, but when you consider what you get for this price point, it is definitely worth it. A thing we have to add is the lack of a proper high-performance model. The Silverado has many good trims, but no beast of an engine that will make these trims spectacular. The ZR2 has a 3.0-liter Duramax engine, while in the Ford Raptor, for example, you have a 5.2-liter V8 Predator supercharged engine that makes a massive 720 horsepower. This is a place where GM should improve and offer more powerful powertrain to the market. Competitive pricing. One of the main highlights of the 2025 Chevrolet Silverado is its competitive pricing. This model starts at $37,000. This makes this model the perfect candidate if you want to get a full-size truck. But remember that this price is for the work truck. This truck comes with very little or no options. What we recommend getting is the LT trim. The LT is the perfect balance between value and performance. This trim will set you back about $48,745. If you have more to spend, we would recommend the High Country. This luxury trim will set you back up to $64,695.